This is the story of Cold. This legend barely plays at all and can still play at the top. Watch this video to find out how he got to where he is. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Cold would make his first earnings in the World Cup qualifiers, where he earned $200 in the fourth week of duos. Cold wouldn't play much, but he was still playing at a pretty high level, getting some more earnings, getting 400 more in season XF and CS, but he didn't qualify to grand finals. Cold only played a few weeks of the squad's F and CS, and placed decently, getting top 500 or better. He didn't get any earnings around here, but he did get earnings in the Winter Royale, where he earned $1,500, tripling his earnings. Chapter to season 2 then started, but Cold only played 1 week of it and failed to qualify. The same thing happened in F and CS Invitational, where he barely played at all. He didn't make any earnings in Chapter to season 3, and he didn't qualify to the semi-finals then either. In Chapter to season 4, Cold started to play the game more, getting better and better placement, starting to get into the top 100 sometimes in F and CS, but still wasn't able to qualify to the semi-finals, but was getting closer every tournament. Chapter to season 5 was finally different, but he got a top 10 in the qualifiers for the first time, which was insane, and he ended up making semi-finals and getting 16th place in there. Cold was improving really fast at the game, and it was obvious he had potential. Chapter to season 6 made him get his first ever first place on Fortnite, and in the first Fortnite F and CS qualifier in Chapter to season 6, he made it to the semi-finals again, but got 21st in there, not making it to grand finals again. Then Fortnite All-Stars came around, but Cold didn't qualify. Chapter to season 7 started up, and Cold was a lot more consistent, getting top 10 nearly every time in the qualifiers, but he only made it to the semi-finals again before getting 11th and missing out on grands. Cold was getting closer every time. Chapter to season 8 started up, and this would change everything. Cold would make it to semi-finals like always with consistent placements, but this time Cold would end up getting 3rd in semi-finals data, bringing him to grand finals, where somehow in his first ever grand finals he got 6th, earning him $15,000, which was a pretty crazy amount of money. As Chapter 3 became duos, Scented would decide to team up with Cold. This would be a good choice for Scented, as they made grand finals with ease, but on the first day they got a 24th. But on the second day they had an amazing comeback, getting 1st in day 2. They ended up getting 5th place for the first F and CS of Chapter 3, which isn't bad at all. Cold and Scented would just get better as a duo as Chapter 3 season 2 was starting up. They just kept getting better placements, and in grand finals Cold would end up getting his best ever placement up until now, getting a 2nd place. Chapter 3 season 3 didn't go nearly as well though, as they seemed as good as ever, but then they ended up not even getting a top 20, which was the worst performance they had together by far, but they still ended up staying together. F and CS Globals then started up, and they got an insane 3rd, and they earned $60,000 from it. Scented then retired from competitive Fortnite, so Cold ended up teaming up with Acorn, and little did Cold know that this would be the best decision of his entire career, and they won the first grand finals they ever played together, which was insane. So this duo stayed together for Chapter for season 2. This season was also a pretty good season. They won multiple of the qualifiers and also won some duo cash cups. This duo was looking like a top 5 again, but they just fell short of that top 5 position, getting 6th. Next season was the exact same, as they got another 6th place. Chapter 5 was now starting up. Chapter 5 then started, and Cold and Acorn absolutely went crazy, getting 1st place in F and CS and winning the cash cups while they were at it. Chapter 5 season 2 they got 5th, which wasn't as good but was still great. And this season they got a 3rd, but what was insane is in all of these F and CS they had an insane day to come back. 580 points on average in day 2 is crazy. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. Peace out.